And now we are set pumpkin spice latte ready to go.
Our 19th park of the season was Mikisew Provincial Park. This wasn't the park I originally booked for the Thanksgiving weekend, but after researching more, I felt the need to change to a park that offered more, as it would be too cold to be on the water, which is all the other park really had going for it. I had great plans for our Thanksgiving camping weekend. We took our time driving up and took the long way through the winding roads of some of the best fall-colored areas of our province. We stopped at Egan Chutes Provincial Park to stretch our legs and enjoy the falls. It was a popular spot, even though it was a non-operating park at the end of a hidden, rough road. We arrived at Mikisew just before dinner and set up before taking a walk to see what it had to offer. We fell in love immediately. It had one of the best dog beaches and exercise areas we have been to, maybe even better than Restoule, which was hard to beat. The ground was covered in vibrant reds and oranges of massive amounts of fallen leaves from the many trees all over the park. The first night was wonderful, and we slept so well in our cozy and warm van. The next morning, it was just a misty rain, but it was nice enough for us to get out and play at the beach and hike the trails. We warmed up in the van before heading back out again for some more play and exploring the park. But the forecast wasn't looking good, and I was getting nervous about how the rest of our time would go. My setup isn't quite all weather yet, and I need to do a lot outside the van, so when it began to snow, I felt the plans for our big Thanksgiving dinner that night go out the window. I tried to wait it out, but as the dampness set in and the weather network just kept declaring this to continue, I made the decision to pack up and go home. At first, I was going to see it through, just because that's what we're supposed to do, right? We can't give up. That's not the message of our culture. But what I learned this weekend is I have nothing I need to prove to anyone. And suffering isn't something you have to do just because. Yes, going outside of your comfort zone can lead to growth, but sometimes you are in a state where you need to be in your comfort zone for the sake of your mental health. Your comfort zone is comforting for a reason. And when you are healing, pushing yourself too far, too soon, can cause harm and postpone that healing. It was pushing myself too hard in the first place that got me where I am emotionally and mentally, so I often have had to choose comfort or ease for the sake of my well-being. I also learned I need to plan better. I may have been able to push myself through had I been better prepared, but I didn't have anything winter with me. This experience of having to cut short another weekend, especially at a park I actually liked this time, was not an easy pill to swallow. But it did show me more of the holes in my system, and then I need to be more intentional about how I prepare for inclement weather. I don't regret going, as we enjoyed the lovely fall drive and found a new park that we love and will visit again next season.